All right, let's try this live stream thing again. Running a lot less delay than normal. Hopefully. I think my camera cut out on me. Nope, that's all showing good. All right, let me see here. It says excellent condition, but I do not see a preview video at all. There we go. Now it's going. Not sure why it took so long to catch up to me, because I changed the delay settings. Still learning how this whole live stream thing works, and still getting my system dialed in. We're going to jump into ATS. Just hanging out on a Sunday. Hope everyone's having a good weekend. I'm going to get my Xbox monitoring my live stream chat so I can actually bring up the game and play it. Because for some reason my dual monitor setup isn't working. Let's see here. Watch later. This might not work. I'm not seeing it. But nobody's here in the chat right now, so I guess it doesn't matter. Well, that's kind of a bummer. All right. Well, I got my phone plugged in, so we'll see if the phone can see it. If I were really professional, I'd have this all set up by now, but I don't. Professionalism is just overrated. Nobody's here in the chat right now, so I guess it doesn't matter. All right. That's ready to go. Come on, phone, cooperate with me here. Now that that's going, and we're just chilling in the garage right now at the moment, we'll finally jump into the game. We're on my modded truck profile, not my profile I'm using to play World of Trucks events. So right now we're cruising around in a Mac R model. We did a little bit of a recording earlier today, and the sound didn't come out quite right. That's okay. Still learning the ropes. Hopefully the sound's good. Don't have a way to monitor the sound at the moment. We are... where are we? I guess we should figure out where we are first and get a job. Let's see here. We're in Elko. Job market. Use your own trailer. How about you? Let's start in Elko. Got California with pipe. Elko to Ketchum. Pocatello. Where else? Let's go someplace I haven't been. Yeah, let's go to Pueblo with a tank. That sounds like a good place to go. This truck sounds so good, and I'm really kind of disappointed that my video didn't capture it right. But the window crank being animated, I really think that's cool. Buttons are animated, even the diff lock switch is animated. Get in first, and we'll roll out here. Not sure why the delay seems to be quite so far behind. Let's not go this way. I guess we'll go out the way we came in. We're going to try streaming at maximum graphics settings, see how the PC handles that. It might not like it. So we might have to turn the graphics down just to get a little smoother video. But that's alright. All part of the learning curve. This is only the second live stream I've done, so I think I'm allowed to not get everything right. $70 miles an hour down a dirt road. Seems a little fast, but been there, done that. Turn the lights on so it's easier to see the dash. Got a 2-stroke Detroit in here, 6V92, so you can really rev them out pretty good. Not my preferred engine choice, but the mod author said he was only putting engines in the truck you could get in real life, which is kind of cool. And quite truthfully, after listening to some older truck drivers I used to work with or were patients of mine when I worked at Lincare, the Detroits, they were really good at turning fuel and air into noise and not much else. In fact, one guy drove quite a few miles with one and said the only reason that Peterbilt he had a radio in it was so he had something to listen to when the truck was broke down, because you couldn't hear the radio over the engine. And it was broke down a lot. Speaking of broke down, there's a little bit of damage to the truck. Not sure from what. The mod doesn't have super high horsepower. Oops, sorry, Jeep. In fact, I believe the Detroit's got the most horsepower at 330, which is pretty low compared to everything else. Let's see, I think we're going in here. Nope. That guy's not in a hurry. Actually, it probably is. But it's a game, so I'm not going to worry too much about pissing people off. That dude's been standing on the brick since I started the game. He must not know what he's doing. I also apologize if you hear the clicking of the ceiling fan in the background. I just do not know what's loose in it or why it's clicking. But it's annoying to me, so I imagine if you can hear it, it's probably annoying to you, and I apologize for that. Not going to be very straight. Let's get the truck loaded up. Of course, we're going to be driving through the night because, well, why would we drive during the day? Doesn't appear that it's too far behind. I'm backing up in the stream I'm watching. Back in the truck. Full tank of gas, I guess we'll get going. Well, full tank of fuel. I am pretty happy that finally got out, did some RC crawling with my HPI. It's been a while since I've done that because it's just been so hot and smoky out that after being outside all week, I don't want to be outside during the weekend. Because it's just been so hot and smoky. It's kind of to the point where you don't want to be outside anymore. It's just no fun when it's hard to breathe. The video from that is up on my page if you want to check it out later. Finally made it out to Cauldron Lynn, which is a little park slightly east and north of Murtaugh, Idaho, in the less deep part of the Snake River Canyon. But it was really pretty out there. I've never been. James has never been. He had his little boy with him, so James wasn't driving around, but Even if he wanted to, it's not like he could, because little James is young enough. He'd fall down into the river or into some of them deep cracks if you weren't watching him, because he'd just take off. Go see what there is to see. Little kids are kind of fun like that. I did only connect one of my two profiles to World of Trucks, and found out the hard way that if you do World of Trucks contracts or jobs, to keep things fair, for I don't know whatever reason, they game speed limits you to 65, which is aggravating, especially if you got a truck that you know will go a lot further or faster. And the game doesn't tell you that it does that. You're just driving along trying to do one of those contracts, and suddenly your truck doesn't go as fast as you thought it did. All kinds of aggravating. Oops. When she wants to go, she wants to go. Got my black rubber duck on the hood, of course. The truck doesn't have the sleeper, so you can't build the true rubber duck. But you can have the hood ornament, at least. The old two-stroke, you can wrap them up pretty good. Since this is such a shorter truck, I decided I'd run a short trailer, pulling a 43-foot flatbed. With less than 400 horsepower, it seemed kind of silly to pull something bigger. I mean, we haven't even made it up to 65 yet. If you're just tuning in, we are just hanging out in ATS, driving an R model Mac, and I keep looking down and to my left. My dual monitor setup isn't working out quite the way I'd hoped. So to monitor the chat on my live stream, I have to look at my phone. Once again, I'm just all kinds of professional. And I'm not sure why the game likes to have the trucks pulled to the left when you're under throttle. They don't do that. Trust me, the 6V92 with only 300 horsepower doesn't have the torque to torque twist the truck that much. In fact, the two-stroke Detroit's about the only thing they're good for is turning fuel and air into noise. And while you might think I'm not old enough to have driven one, I've worked with people who have, or know people who have. And one older gentleman told me the only reason his Peterbilt had a radio in it was so he had something to listen to when the Detroit was broke down, which was often. Because you couldn't hear the radio over the engine if it was working. We're taking a tank from Elko, Nevada to Pueblo, Colorado. And I did turn the graphics up from previous videos up to their highest setting, So we'll see how good the computer handles a live stream and ultra high quality graphics. I actually have a video about this truck coming out later in the week. Just running a 13 speed in it. And we can still wind that Detroit out fast enough to be just hauling ass. Are my lights on? Yeah. I don't want to get stuck behind this slow bus. In real life, this would be just about deafening, a two-stroke with 10-inch pipes. It might be 8-inch, but it's kind of hard to tell in the video game because it doesn't list pipe size, it just tells you straight or bent, depending on what style of stack you get. All of the mods on my channel are on Steam, so they are free. Don't know what they're doing, but I'm glad I managed to cut that car off so I didn't run into the back of one of them. Video I have coming out Wednesday is talking about getting stuck in a truck, which, since I've never done long haul or over the road, when you haul garbage or do construction, you're gonna get stuck. That's just part of the course. Mod does definitely have that two-stroke growl at high RPM down really good. Oh, there's a viewpoint out here we might have to check out too. I can't comment on this scale house's accuracy because I haven't been to the scale between Wells and Utah. I can tell you the one just east of Elko is not very accurate because it's not actually a scale. It is just a pull-off so they can do truck inspections, and that's it. If they weigh you, it's with portable scales. We're at the viewpoint. Might as well check it out. Bonneville Salt Flats. I've been there. It's actually kind of pretty, even though there's a whole lot of nothing when you're out on the flats. It is really kind of cool though because they set land speed records there. The game really is. Definitely gets the aesthetics right of the big open areas. All right, we're off to ooh. Almost ran into the back of that guy. Ooh, that turn signal's bright. I occasionally are a little extra dumb because that truck would have just pulled over to the left lane since nobody was by him to let me out. The AI in the game is pretty interesting. Some of the stuff they do is kind of creepy how accurate they are at being stupid. And other times you're like, the AI could be better. I don't have a sim set up, so I don't have a steering wheel and pedals or a shifter. I'm playing on the keyboard and the Xbox controller. I drive truck in real life, so I don't really think I need a full sim setup. Because I already know what it's like to drive a truck. Oh shit, what are we doing here? Like I said, sometimes the AI is a little too accurate in their what the hell are you doing? But I definitely need to fix my fan because it's kind of warm in here. But I don't want to turn it on high and annoy the hell out of myself and anybody watching the stream later or now with fan noise because it just clicks and clicks. And I know you're not supposed to run high beams when there's oncoming traffic, but it's a game. And I'd rather see. More road construction. Yay! Just about the time we get up to speed again. That is... That's about accurate. Probably getting close to Salt Lake. It's been a while since I've been through Salt Lake City in real life. Mainly because anytime we go from Twin Falls to Laramie, we avoid Salt Lake at all costs. In fact, Mom actually found that she can take I-80 from Laramie to Little America and then head north up to Kimmerer and come across Old 30 and go through Kimmerer, Soda Springs and Lava Hot Springs when she comes out to see us. And it really doesn't take any more time. There's a whole heck of a lot less traffic going across 30. So yeah, avoiding Salt Lake and Ogden altogether, that's worth it even if it does take half hour longer or not. Well, we're in the big city, so if I'm expecting any slowdowns or bog downs in my PC, this would be when it's going to happen. We'll find out, though. Hopefully the game just hitches and alright. Nope, it's saying I should be in the other lane, I guess. Which is good, because you can't actually get off there. Now, if the game were really true to real life, if you were driving through Salt Lake City and doing 70, you'd have gotten run over and killed, because everybody in Salt Lake on the interstate is doing well over the posted speed limit. They also do that in Denver. The speed limit keeps getting lower and lower every time you get closer to Denver, and everybody still maintains 80. In fact, the last time I was through Ogden or Salt Lake, I was in the middle lane doing about 85. And I was barely keeping up with traffic. I guess the Mormons are in a hurry. I'm from Wyoming. We're not in a hurry. Although my mom's East Coast, so I'm not in a hurry, but also if you're right on time, you're late. Which I know makes no sense. I'm one of those 5-minute early people that's on time. I do not understand why the truck keeps pulling to the left, though. That's aggravating. We're not pushing that kind of torque. Spanish Fork. We're getting off. Bus blew past me because I didn't get it downshifted fast enough. Or he took that corner a lot faster than I did. He must have been hauling. Yep, now we're getting hitches. Provo, Utah. Let's go ahead and pause the game for a minute. We'll adjust the settings down so we can keep a little better frame rate. You can definitely hear my computer fans running at maximum RPM. Have to say the gigabit motherboard I have, not really a fan. Not really a fan at all. I was hoping that because I have my TV mounted up on the wall above my computer monitor for playing Xbox, I was hoping that I could run the game on my TV and then keep all my OBS software and the YouTube streaming stuff on the monitor. So then I'd have a nice setup and the game would be up above me a little bit and be on the bigger screen. But for some reason the TV doesn't keep signal for the entire time. And I'm not sure if the graphics card's getting overheated. And why are you doing that, truck? Okay, that's annoying as hell. That is annoying as hell. Truck stability up. Suspension stability up. There. Maybe now it'll quit being... I'll at least put my air hoses back on. There we go. Because there's no reason for the truck to do that. Yes, I know my high beams are on. There's a passenger train over there. That's kind of cool. You know, if you got a little put closer car, you could push me. Give me a hand. It's 12 o'clock in the morning. You shouldn't be out that late anyways, right? A lot of traffic over there. Why? I don't understand why the game does that. That's aggravating. There's absolutely no reason for that. Sorry, car, but the lane ends. Ooh, is it actually a steep downhill, or did the game flatten it out a bit? I think I need to see if there's a mod to make the night sky a little brighter when you're outside cities. I'm sure there's probably a mod for it. It's a mod for almost everything else. and the enter button. Alright. That was accurate. I'm gonna let you out, I'm gonna let you out. Nah, fuck you. Well, it kind of would have been nice to see Utah in the day, since this is one of those roads I haven't been down. Maybe we'll get off here, swing into that truck stop. And catch some Z's. And I think we'll go over there and get the truck fixed. Maybe whatever's the game thinks is damaged is causing the truck to pull to the left like it is. I see a tiny bit of red on my truck display. Ooh, tacos. Tacos at 1 o'clock in the morning. I'm a big fan of tacos. Actually, considering how heavy I am, I'm just a big fan of everything. Discovered price. That delivery goes out kind of early. There's a garage here in town too. Pull in and get some service. Truck and trailer repairs. 3% wheels, and that's it. I don't know. Oh, actually I'm running the Mac. I thought I was running the Detroit. Well, let's get that right now. We'll see how if that sounds any different. Oops. Yeah, 13 speed, 387. 13 speed direct. 13 speed overdrive. Let's change that out. And while we're in here, what else can we do? A little fun customization, middle of the night. I forgot to tell you in my video that's coming out later, you put hydraulic tanks on it. That's kind of cool. Really is just such an awesome little truck. I love the hell out of it. Begins. Keep all that stuff. Yeah, being able to switch out how your straps look and paint the tanks. You can even change it between round or square, chrome, painted. Deck plate on the headache rack. And them side lights are so bright, maybe we'll get rid of them. Hit with guard. Yeah, let's go. Let's leave it a little taller. For mortar. We'll check out the trailer just to see what I got it at. Single, flatbed, and 45 feet. Not 43. I don't know why I was thinking 43. There we go. Now that we got some more horsepower and got the truck fixed, it should run down the road a little better. That's the problem with having two profiles. You don't always know what you're driving. Okay, that's definitely two-stroke Detroit. Alright, where's the sleep icon at? That's aggravating. Really? You're not gonna let me nap? Oh, that's aggravating. That is so aggravating. Yep, definitely two-stroke. Although if I bought that garage, we could nap. I bet. We'll find out. Garage in Price, Utah. Yeah, it's a garage. Upgrade. Yes. Cut out so much of the truck in that picture, though. Like, if you'd zoomed out a little better, that'd really be a good shot of that truck. Okay, So you gotta have a big garage to sleep at the garage, apparently. I did not know that. Can't see around my mirror. Now we'll wake up the neighborhood, although it's 11:56, so everybody should be awake on a Sunday. Oh, air brakes were yelling at me. Oh, come on, you got more horsepower than the other engine, let's go. More horsepower, less actual power, and more noise. That's about right for Detroit. Seriously, game, what is with the steering wheel always going to the left like that? That makes no sense at all. I mean, it's an old truck, I get it, but it'll still track straight. And it still says we got 7 more hours to go. Go straight, truck. Straight. Let's take a look at the map. Yeah, we still got quite a ways to go. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to call that a night. It's about 8:30. Been streaming almost an hour. Got 55 minutes by the time we wrap this up. But thank you for checking out and hanging out with me. I'm still trying to get the system figured out and kind of how to flow real nice into live streams. So if I need to turn up the game volume, let me know. If I need to talk louder, let me know. Talk more, talk less. Get rid of my little picture in the window because you don't want to see me. Let me know. Give me some feedback to see what you'd like to see in the stream. The Sunday hangout thing is, it's just that. I just want to play games and BS with people, so that's what we're going to do. Might switch up the game. Might turn on the Xbox and do a little snow runner or something sometime. So, Sunday night. Hope everyone had a good weekend, and catch you later. concurrent viewer.